Hi students, good day. In the previous class, we have discussed the general objectives of teaching mathematics. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss aims of teaching mathematics. Aims of teaching mathematics at different levels of schooling, different levels of schooling. So that is primary level, upper primary level, secondary level, or high school level. So we are going to discuss the aims of teaching mathematics at primary level, upper primary level, and secondary level or high school level. Okay. So until we have discussed what is an aim and what is an objective, what are the differences between aim and objective, and what are the general objectives of teaching mathematics. Now, let us move on to the aims of teaching mathematics at different levels of schooling. Okay, so what these aims brings us is what a student achieve after completion of a particular level of his schooling. So, aims of teaching mathematics at primary level means what a student should achieve after completion of a primary level of schooling. Likewise, aims of teaching mathematics at upper primary level. So, after completion of upper primary level, what a student should achieve. Okay. Similarly, aims of teaching mathematics at high school level or secondary level. So, after completion of a secondary school level, high school level, what a student should achieve. So, these are all the aims of teaching mathematics at various levels of schooling. Okay, first of all, let us discuss the aims of teaching mathematics at primary level. Aims of teaching mathematics at primary level. So, to know, to understand what are the aims of teaching mathematics at primary level, we have to recall the subject what we learn at primary level. So, what we are going to teach at primary level. Then automatically we may we may say the aims of teaching mathematics at primary level. So aims means after completion of this primary level of schooling, what student achieve, what student got. Okay, these are the aims of teaching mathematics at primary level. So let us see what are the aims of teaching mathematics at primary level. So before going to know the aims of teaching mathematics at primary level, we have to discuss the concept aim with related to value. Aims of teaching mathematics and values of teaching mathematics. What is the relation between aim and value? Aim and value. So these two words are interrelated and depends one on another. These two words depends one on another. So aim depends on value of mathematics, and value of mathematics depends on aims of mathematics, teaching mathematics. How it is depend one on another? How can we say that? Suppose let us see one example. So we are moving across the road. So meanwhile, we saw two papers. One is left side of the road, and one another one is right side of the road. So at the same place. Okay. So one paper is which is the right side of the road is currency note, currency paper, and another side of the road is just a white paper. Okay, or a newspaper audit. Okay, if any human being uh, willing to take which one? Okay. So generally, as a human being, he is willing to take the currency paper. Why? Because he knows the value of that currency paper, that is money. He knows the value. That's why he wants to pick up that currency paper rather than simply a newspaper or a white paper. Why? Because so then automatically he thought he thought to pick up that currency note. Why? Has a value. Likewise, if there is value to something, to some object or some concept or some subject, whatever it may be, some content, so automatically a student or a person willing to receive it. So that is the aim. If there is a value, automatically aim will be created in the minds of the human beings. So likewise, if there is a value to mathematics, automatically student frame the aim of learning mathematics. Aim of learning mathematics. Likewise, these aims and values are interrelated and depend one on another. So uh, completion of B.Ed course. There is a value to B.Ed course. So after completion of the B.Ed course, you will get a job, a teacher job, after writing a DS examination, whatever it may be. So if you complete the B.Ed course, you will get eligibility to appear DSA examination in order to get the teacher job. So that is the value of the B.Ed course. So that's why you fixed an aim to write to get the seat in a B.Ed course by appearing at set entrance examination. So this is the aim. Aim was framed by you because of the value of the B.Ed course. This aim was framed by you because of the value of the B.Ed course. So here, what is the aim? Getting teacher post. Aim is getting teacher post. So what is the value of B.Ed course? So to get the teacher course, eligibility criteria is qualifying degree in B.Ed. Okay, so that's why aims and values are interrelated. So where there is a value, so there is a aim. Okay, so these are the aims and values which are interrelated and interdependent, dependent one on another. So now let us see the aims of teaching mathematics at primary level. Aims of teaching mathematics at primary level. Okay, to create interest towards learning mathematics. Why we have to teach mathematics at primary level is mostly to create interest towards learning mathematics. So that's why we have to teach mathematics at primary level to create interest among students towards learning of mathematics. So accordingly, we have to, a teacher has to plan the teaching of mathematics at primary level, basically to create among students towards learning mathematics. Next one, to develop a positive attitude towards mathematics and appreciation of both its practical and aesthetic aspects. Both its practical and aesthetic aspects. So to develop positive attitude towards mathematics, so what is our aim of teaching mathematics at primary level is to develop a positive attitude among the students towards mathematics and appreciation of both practical and aesthetic aspects of the mathematics. By teaching mathematics at primary level, the student has to understand the role of mathematics in practical life, otherwise the practical application of mathematics, and a likely aesthetic aspect of the mathematics, aesthetic sense of the mathematics, not up to the mark. Okay, so this is the second aim of teaching mathematics at primary level, to develop neatness, accuracy, order, and speed to some extent through mathematics. So to develop these virtues in the students, we have to teach mathematics at a primary level. So the concepts of the primary level mathematics will helps to develop neatness, accuracy, order, and speed to some extent through mathematics. So automatically after completion of the primary level of schooling, after completion of the learning mathematics up to primary level, student will develop neatness in doing mathematical problems or doing mathematical process, whatever it may be. Okay, and accuracy in calculations, accuracy in doing mathematical processes. Okay, accuracy in doing mathematical solving mathematical problems, accuracy in applying mathematical concepts to real life situation or another situations, whatever it may. So and order. Okay, what is order? Doing all the mathematical activities and problems in a systematic order, one by one, one after one, in a neatness and accurately and in a systematic order, and speed to some extent, not up to the mark, speed to some extent. So doing mathematical activities or problems, solving problems, are doing mathematical process with some extent of speed. So we cannot develop complete speed at the primary level only. It is not possible. If we try to develop completely speed in doing mathematical calculations or mathematical work, we automatically we fails, and definitely student does not attract towards mathematics. So we have to try to uh, acquire speed in doing mathematical concepts, mathematical solving mathematical problems to some extent only. That is the aim of teaching mathematics at a primary level. Next, to develop the basic concepts of mathematics and their relationship with the real life. So after completion of the learning mathematics up to primary level, that means 1 to 5th classes, student has to know the basic concept, has to develop the basic knowledge of basic concepts of mathematics. So that's why in primary level mathematics textbooks, we have only primary basic concepts of mathematics, numbers. If we take example as numbers, in number system primary level in first class, we will teach numbers up to 100 or 1000, like that. After that, next class, we will teach some more numbers, like that. So uh, anyhow, what is the aim of teaching mathematics? Another aim of teaching mathematics at primary level is to develop basic concepts of mathematics and their relationship with the real life. Okay, next, to enable the child to use mathematical language effectively and accurately. So this is also one of the aim, the to enable the child to use mathematical language. So basically, we introduce mathematical language in primary level also. Okay, so from primary level, we may introduce the mathematical language. So, what is mathematical language? Symbols of mathematics, notations of mathematics, like that. These are all called mathematical language. We introduce the mathematical language in primary level also. So, to enable the child to use mathematical language effectively and accurately. Okay. Next one, to develop better understanding of number system and four fundamental operations. Okay. To develop better understanding of the number system. So we observe the exercises or problems in primary classes. Mostly they are depending on number system and four fundamental operations. They are related to number system and four fundamental operations only. So this is the aim of teaching mathematics at the primary level, to develop better understanding of number system and four fundamental operations, to enable the child to acquire an understanding of mathematical concept and concepts, mathematical concepts and process to his appropriate level of development and ability, to enable the child to acquire an understanding of mathematical concepts. So to understand the mathematical knowledge, mathematical concepts to appropriate level for the development and ability. Okay. Next, to develop the child to acquire the proficiency in fundamental mathematical skills. So many skills are there in mathematics. So we have to develop number of skills by teaching mathematics in school level. Okay, number of skills are there in mathematics. So initially at primary level, our aim is to develop some fundamental skills in students through teaching mathematics or by learning mathematics. Okay. To enable the child to acquire the knowledge of basic mathematical shapes and their interrelationships and their occurrences in day-to-day life. Okay, we observe the concepts of geometry in primary level, 1 to 5th classes. Only we have the concepts related to basic concepts of basic knowledge of geometry. So those are geometrical shapes, different shapes, and their relationship between those shapes and their occurrences in day-to-day life. So by quoting the examples of day-to-day life. So the aim is to enable the child to acquire the knowledge of basic mathematical shapes and their interrelationships and their occurrences in day-to-day life. Okay. So finally, to lay foundation for discipline, which it is not possible to develop, inculcate discipline completely by completion of primary level of teaching mathematics. It is not possible. Just to have to lay foundation for discipline at primary level only. After that, we may strengthen that characteristic of discipline by teaching and learning mathematics at upper primary and high school level. Okay, so what is the aim of teaching mathematics at primary level is to lay foundation for discipline. We know that what is discipline. So what are inner qualities of discipline? So because of learning mathematics, we may inculcate the virtue discipline in the students. It is possible through mathematics only. So we have to lay foundation to inculcate discipline, the virtue discipline in the students at a primary level of mathematics, primary level of schooling only through mathematics. So these are all the aims of teaching mathematics at primary level. Aims of teaching mathematics at a primary level. Okay, now let us move on to the aims of teaching mathematics at upper primary level. Aims of teaching mathematics at upper primary level. So to develop fundamental mathematical skills and apply them to real life. So if we see some aims will repeat uh, here, will repeat here. So that means that so we may develop those concepts at primary level to some extent and in upper primary level to another extent. Okay, so that is the reason. So to develop fundamental mathematical skills and apply them to real life. So to develop fundamental mathematical skills in the student after completion of the upper primary level of schooling and apply those skills obtained by learning mathematics in real life. So after completion of the upper primary level of the schooling through learning mathematics, a student has to apply the mathematical abilities, mathematical skills, mathematical concepts to solve his problems of real life. So he may able to apply those skills in real life. Able to apply those skills in real life. So uh, let us move on to back. So while discussing aims, aims are long-term goals. We defined the aim as long-term goal. So while differentiating the aim and objective, we said that aim may be fulfilled or not, and it will take a long time of period to achieve to reach the aim. So see, to develop fundamental skills and apply them to real life. So if after completion of upper primary level, student may apply or may not apply. those he complete those he completed his schooling at upper primary level, up to upper primary level, and he completed mathematics at upper primary level, but he is not able to apply the mathematical skills in real life. Okay, so that's why we called it as a aim. So aims may be fulfilled or may not be, may be fulfilled or may not be. If it is fulfilled, it will take some long time of period, long period of time. Okay, right. Next, to develop the power of generalization of arithmetic facts and understand algebra. So what is the next time? To develop the power of generalization discussed earlier at the time of discussing nature of mathematics. We know that what is generalization. So what is generalization? uh, Based on the some concrete examples, some concrete evidences, some concrete ideas, coming to a conclusion, coming to a conclusion, that is the generalization. So to develop the power of generalization of arithmetic facts, not all the concepts of all the branches, only arithmetic facts, and understand the algebra. Okay, next, acquire the knowledge of two and three dimensional figures and their interrelations. So previously in the primary level, uh, what is the aim related to this? Mm, See, yes, 10th one. To enable the child to acquire the knowledge of basic mathematical shapes and their interrelationship and their occurrences in day-to-day life. But what is the aim related to that at upper primary level? To acquire the knowledge of two and three dimensional figures and their interrelations. Also, we can say that their occurrences in day-to-day life or real life. Okay, so at primary level there is no specificity. Okay, here uh, the aim is specific. What is that? To acquire the knowledge of two and three-dimensional figures and their interrelations. And their interrelations. That means interrelations means, for example, square is a two-dimensional figure and cube is a two-dimensional figure. So, is there any relationship between these two, two-dimensional figure and three-dimensional figure? Yes, definitely there exists a relation between these two. So, student has to understand that relation. Basically, he has to understand two-dimensional and three-dimensional figures and their interrelations. Later on, their occurrences in day-to-day life. Okay, next. To acquire the to acquire the knowledge of mathematical terms, concepts, truths, principles, formulae, and process. So, to acquire the knowledge of mathematical terms, so basically in primary level, we lay foundation in understanding mathematical language. After that, so in upper primary level, student will acquire the knowledge of mathematical terms and concepts, truths, principles, mathematical formula, and process, mathematical process. Okay, next, to develop the knowledge of basic concepts of algebra and the mathematical language related to it. So, in the primary level, uh, the aim is to understand the basic knowledge of arithmetic and to understand the algebra. So here to develop the knowledge of basic concepts of algebra and the mathematical language related to algebra. So that this is the aim of teaching mathematics at upper primary level. Next one, to develop speed and accuracy in solving mathematical problems. To develop, that means we have to definitely we have to develop speed and accuracy in solving mathematical problems, in doing mathematical process at upper primary only. So after completion of the schooling, should be acquired completely the speed and accuracy in mathematical calculations and mathematical procedures and mathematical processes. Student has to acquire the speed and virtues speed and accuracy completely. So at after completion of the upper primary level, definitely a student has to acquire the speed and accuracy in solving mathematical problems. Okay, next one, to make the children to appreciate the subject mathematics and its relationship with nature, to make the children to appreciate the subject mathematics. Okay, so what is mathematics? And he has to appreciate the subject mathematics by observing the it relationship with nature and by observing the concepts of the use of the concepts of the mathematics in real life. Definitely a student has to appreciate. This is one of the aim of teaching mathematics at upper primary level. So automatically after completion of the upper primary level schooling and learning mathematics, automatically a student will appreciate the role of mathematics and appreciate the mathematics and its relationship with nature. So why it happens? So here uh, one of the aim is to acquire the knowledge of two and three-dimensional figures and their interrelations. So, if a student acquire the knowledge of these figures, automatically those figures will reflect the nature in some in the society in respect of some buildings, some constructions like that. So automatically, student will apply the knowledge over there, and he will observe the impact of mathematics and role of mathematics and use of mathematics in real life, and definitely he will appreciate the subject mathematics. Okay, next, to develop concentration self-ability, and heuristic nature. So, heuristic nature, that is the most value one and most critical one, heuristic nature. So that's why we are not we have not framed this as heuristic nature at primary level. So it is not possible to develop heuristic nature from primary level also, primary level itself. So that's why we the same is kept here at upper primary level to achieve. Okay, to develop concentration in doing problems and doing mathematics, and solving problems, solving theorems, and doing the process of mathematics, like that, and self ability and heuristic nature. So this is also one of the important aim of teaching mathematics at the primary level. Okay, next, to linking the words truth and beauty through mathematics. So to establish the relation between truth and beauty by learning mathematics at upper primary level, this is also one of the aim. This is also one of the aim. Next, to develop self-confidence. So after completion of the upper primary level of schooling, and completion of the mathematics at upper primary level, definitely self-confidence will be developed in the students. So that is the nature. Because of the nature of mathematics, self-confidence will develop in the student. So that is one of the aim of teaching mathematics at upper primary level. Finally, for proper utilization of leisure time, for proper utilization of leisure time. So once a student appreciate the importance of mathematics and recognize the role of mathematics in real life, and after getting the knowledge of fundamental mathematical concepts, and after getting the knowledge of fundamental mathematical skills, okay, after getting the some virtues, okay, definitely student will utilize the leisure by doing mathematical work, solving mathematical problems, reading mathematical articles, and solving mathematical problems, and applying the knowledge to new situations. Okay, like that, student will utilize the leisure properly. Okay, this will happens because of learning mathematics and because of teaching mathematics at upper primary level. So these are the aims of teaching mathematics at upper primary level. Okay, so let us discuss remaining aims of teaching at high school level or secondary level in the next session. Okay, thank you, students. Have a good day. Stay home and stay safe. Bye.